crossing over into Wisconsin. That's what Siri's telling me too, apparently. They've had a bunch of rain up here and this river is flooded, the Mississippi is. We're gonna be hunting along the Wisconsin River. And I've heard that it's been flooded also for the last couple weeks, so the birds may be moving to the high ground. But luckily we got lots of public land to hunt on. Can't wait. It's the perfect time of year to be up here. Hens should be nesting and the gobblers should be lonely. We've got the rule list here. First one, speed limit 5 mph max. Might have broke that already. No parking lot, no parking and pool lot. Yeah, kind of did that temporarily. No pets, we got Jake, so we're gonna have to think about that. $50 fee for moving fire, we're not gonna do that. $20 fee if trash is left, okay, I can dig. You fight? You eat. We gotta go. And then I'm pounding in the tree. Yeah, do that fly down. I got wet quick. That was pretty weird. It's our second day here in Wisconsin, and I think Zach and I are going to be going together again today to the same spot that we were at yesterday morning, and then Greg and Aaron are going to go back to the same spot they were at, and I think AJ's going to join up with them. I haven't slept like them last night to just get right in the same world as them. I think we got the right mindset.
We saw it. It was out when the commercials started popping up.
Hey guys, we're headed out for our second day here in Wisconsin. We heard a ton of birds yesterday but couldn't close the deal. Headed back to the same spot. Zach and Jake are just up the road and the weather's perfect, so we ought to hear them.
I'd say probably go to that big group of birds. Gotta keep going. He's way in there. What we're gonna do here is Greg and AJ are gonna go out in front once we get close to the turkey, and then I'm gonna pull off of him and try to bring him around the corner of this ridge. He's not very far. He's just right off there in that bottom. Let's go down just a hair. Get down on this flat level here. Work ahead of me, okay? Just start going around this ridge to him. Just don't get into the spot where he's gonna be able to see you because it's open down through this burn, all this. So, I mean, he's just right over the ridge. If y'all can get set up here on the top of this ridge, I'm gonna be back in here again, these big trees, 40, 50 yards from you. And I'm gonna start calling from back here to pull him up here. So y'all get up here and get set up quick. He's not very far. What's that? What's that sound? That way. Not very far. Maybe they got a double. Jay. I'm on him. Can't see him now. I'm on that strutter. I'm on him if you can kill him. I'm on him. On him. He's getting nervous.
You got close though, huh?
Real close. Not happy about it.
Well, I dropped back to call, back over that ridge. And that tom eventually flew down, right down there in that bottom, I guess, with several other turkeys. You could hear those hens forever. I mean, he was just hammering back to those hens. I guess he wasn't roosted directly with the rest of them, but he was real close. He pitched down in that bottom, and eventually I just started plain yelping, but I don't know if they might have just been naturally working this direction too.
I think they were just naturally coming this way.
Yeah. They're pretty henned up right now though. Could make things tough to deal with later in the morning, but while these other turkeys are still gobbling, we better get a move on and get over there. That's an old turkey killer right there. It's about 11 o'clock, and Jake and I pretty much kind of struck out this morning, I'd say. It was a really strange movement. The birds were just like cruising away from us real fast. Every time we'd hear a gobble and we tried to make a move on it, the bird was just way further than the last time we heard it, so.
Which is to be expected that they're going to move a lot this time of year, just being later looking for hens, but I didn't expect them to move as far as they're moving, as fast as they're moving, being in the hills like this. They're
No.
just cooking. We can hardly keep up to them.
I mean, we called in a couple Jakes in our, I guess, first setup there, and we had just walked through the whole valley that they came from, so they came from a long way really fast. So the birds are moving, but we're not doing very well getting in front of them, so we're just gonna take a little breather here, I guess, this afternoon. Just go glass one last spot. Probably gonna try something different in the afternoon though, because we know we're not getting in front of them. That's the main thing. We're gonna just probably try something else, but for now we're gonna go check a few spots and be back out later this afternoon.
I didn't know that there was feral hogs around here, or anywhere in Wisconsin.
It probably isn't. They just don't want them around.
They just put the sign there because they're not around and they don't want them around.
Yeah, dude. They say that they're in Ohio, but I've never seen them. Never seen a track.
The Hogsman after Oklahoma.
You saw me in Oklahoma. I'm all over those things. Dude, get down. Get down.
You see one?
Yeah. It's a Tom, dude, for sure. He's just milling around out there. He's not strutting. He's just by himself. Dude, you might want to start getting back there to the car and getting ready. I'm going to crawl up here and keep eyes on him for a second. Dude, he's walking right along that edge. I mean, we might be able to cross right there, dude, and seriously get on him. Like, he's down in there a ways, but he's walking right along this edge, right along the corn there. We gotta go quick.
Good.
Yeah, I'm good. See that pole right there?
Yeah.
To the hole? He was right there going to the left. I don't see him. I don't see him. There's two turkeys back there now, but they look like jakes.
And that wasn't a Jake you saw.
I mean, I don't think.
Alright, I think we gotta get down, like go behind this hill, because if he's down there,
Yeah.
we're screwed.
Yeah. Alright. Well, we hopped out of the car. I spotted a Tom out in this field, and he was coming this way. We ran back up to the car, got back down, and the Tom is no longer in the field. I don't know if we spooked him or not, but there's two jakes that popped out that were just hanging in this little creek bottom. So there's a chance that he's still just hanging out down there, but I don't really know where he would have went. I'm just gonna get down here, probably just try a quick setup, and if it doesn't work, probably just leave and come back later this afternoon. I mean, we've been wanting to hunt here. We know there's one in here now.
So we're gonna get some wet feet.
Dude, I don't really want to cross it.
Why not?
I mean, do you think... I don't have a lot of confidence in it, but we'll see. I guess just go up here. He's not out there. Dude, he's standing right there on the edge. I'm not kidding. Seriously, dude, he's standing right there. How far? Like 100. He's right down there where he was. He's coming this way, dude. Like not far at all. Tell me if you see him. Is he like strutting or something? No. just saw him pop, just barely saw him. But I saw his head change color. Can try calling, I guess. Might be 30 yards away. There he is, strutting. Do you see him? Right here, right to the right of the loft. Zoom into the loft. He's coming in. You see him? Yep, just like that. Okay. If he gets nervous, you take him. Okay. I think he's gonna. Before you're gonna shoot. Okay. Just let him go all the way.
Whatever, dude.
Good shooting, man, because he got nervous.
Dude.
He wasn't going to give us another second.
What is that?
Terrible setup.
Horrible setup. Dude, I almost left. Holy cow, man. Woo.
You like that? You like that drumming right there?
That was insane because I had set that decoy up and I crawled back here and I was doinking around.
Popped out right after you put it up.
I got so lucky.
Yeah.
I mean, we were just complaining earlier this morning about how we weren't having anything fall in our favor and the birds were running away from us. This guy is in the field at noon. Let's go look at this thing, dude. I'm shaking bad now, boy. Woo!
Give me the classic.
Oh, baby. Holy cow, dude, that's so sweet. That hurt my face.
Yeah.
Ouch.
I was like, just let him come, let him come.
Oh, dude, as soon as he poked that head up, it was like, boom.
That's why I told you, I'm like, as soon as he gets nervous, kill him. I knew he was good.
I knew he was going to, too. I'm not even sitting at the tree. This is where my butt is. Like, Jake's at the tree. Look, that cover saved us to the right, though.
Yep. Another close one.
Yeah. Jeez. There's a guy right there. Whoops. We got him.
Sorry, dude. Sweet, dude. Wisconsin field bird.
That's a nooner. That's a clean nooner, dude. It's dang close.
And I said earlier today, it's like, let's just go back and work midday.
Yeah.
It's not going to be any good. But it is cool enough today. There's
It is
some
cool.
wind and it's overcast.
Good deal. He's got a huge beard, dude.
Double.
No way.
Yep.
The first double beard. Did I blast a little bit off or no?
No, I think that's what it was.
That's
It's
pretty
definitely
cool.
a double, though.
I knew that when we saw him across that field. I was like, that's the one we're after there. That's double. That's old double beard. I thought he was gonna give us the slip, dude.
I thought he had already given us
Yeah.
once he was on the field that I felt pretty good about it, but I
Yeah.
thought we might have spooked him for a while there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I was concerned. Like, I didn't even want to cross that creek.
Yeah.
But we did notice there was enough woods down there that he could have been hanging in that creek, and then seeing those jakes come up out of that creek made us feel a lot better.
It would make most sense for what we've been seeing. We haven't been seeing hardly any turkeys on fields midday
No.
in this area. I'm not saying that like it's statewide
Right.
or countrywide or anything
No.
like that, but with the warm weather, we haven't seen them in the middle of the fields during the middle of the day.
Once that sun comes up, those turkeys don't want to be standing in the sun. I mean, they radiate a lot of heat with those feathers, so they're not going to be standing. But what I do find interesting is that he had obviously cruised across that field probably to get a drink.
Yeah.
He was by himself, and I'm guessing the jakes did the same thing. And I find that pretty cool because this water source is pretty far away from the,
Where they would be roosted up.
right, where the turkey habitat is up on the hills behind.
Yep.
And we just got lucky and spotted this guy out here cruising at noon, coming down to get a drink is what we're assuming he was doing. One thing that I've definitely learned this whole season and just the last couple seasons traveling around, no turkey is the same and no situation is the same. Birds are gonna act different in different parts of the state, different parts of the country. It's all relative to where you're hunting, what the pressure's like, and
how many birds are around, because that can make a huge difference as well.
Their mood changes every hour.
Yeah.
We could have came here an hour later and that thing would have just walked away across the
Yeah.
field, you know, it's just...
You just never know. I definitely didn't think that we were going to pull this guy off today, that's for sure. I
think we were both pretty much giving up on him. We just decided to make the setup, and luckily we did.
And don't give up, I guess, if you lose sight of a turkey.
Yeah.
Because I about did. Just stick it out and hopefully luck works in your favor like it worked in our favor today. Thanks, dude.
Yep.
It was awesome to hunt in your home state.
Yeah.
Next year you're gonna have to come to Ohio.
It's pretty new for me, actually, though.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not used to hunting this area at all. It's just pretty much flat fields where I'm from, but let's get back and mess with Aaron and Greg and whoever else is at camp. AJ.
No, it's loose snood. Don't just rip that thing out. Gentle with it. Help.
Go straight down the spine.
Get every inch you can.
Hey, surprise, 47. I knew he would be.
He's the same.
Most turkeys are 47 inches long. That's the conclusion
48.
of this season. 47 or 48. I'm actually more impressed by the short ones at this point. Like 43, like what was that? Didn't Warp Shoe one that was 43?
I think so.
That's cool.
Mississippi.
I like that better.
Well, it's our second day in Wisconsin here, and I'm heading out by myself for a quick late afternoon or evening hunt here. Aaron and AJ are out in a different spot tonight, and I just filled my boot. See if there's any turkey tracks in the mud here. So anyways, just going for a quick hunt tonight on this public ground close to camp. Drove by here last night and actually heard a bird gobbling up in the timber, so I know there's going to be birds in the area somewhere. The field that I just crossed is wet, and this creek has probably been up pretty high lately. So there may not be a lot of people coming back in here, and I think this is the only way to get back to this timber, is going through this creek bottom. So get hiking up this big steep hill here, this bluff or little mountain or whatever you want to call it. It's a steep one. Wow. Well, I just got set up here. Climbed up the backside of this real steep ridge. When I got up here, I mean, it looks like a spot where a gobbler could pitch down first thing in the morning, be right up on top, gobble, strut, and be seen pretty easily in this little clearing right here. So anyways, I thought it made sense for a quick hunt for the evening, coming out for just a couple hours. Heard a gobble already off to the west of me. So I'm gonna try calling, see if that bird will move. Gobbled. Gobbled again, hammering. Well, it's about 7:30 right now, and I probably have 45 minutes of daylight left, of shooting light left, but I'm gonna get up here, work up the ridge about 50 yards, and try calling and see if I can strike the bird and maybe bring him this way, because I don't have a whole lot of time left. Yep. Just gobbled. Actually sounds like drumming close by. That bird just gobbled. Responded to the call right away, but it sounds like there might be drumming just over the ridge. Man, there might be something closer. believe that worked out. All right, time to go check him out. Oh, long spur. Heavy bird too, another heavy one. Holy cow. Big old rope. That little 20 gauge of Zach's really puts a hurting on him. I mean, that clobbered his head. You can maybe see where I was set up back there, but they came from the direction that I hoped they would, but it got really confusing when they started coming in because I could hear drumming, but I couldn't tell exactly where, and I could hear several sets of footsteps at the same time. And I believe there must have been a squirrel that was off to my left that was adding to the confusion, because that's actually where I thought the birds were coming in from. Finally, I looked up and saw turkeys coming up across the top of the hill, and it got a little bit chaotic there because that drape had kind of pulled the focus ring on the camera, but he did, you know, stop right here. He may have seen me moving the gun, maybe moving the camera a little bit, but he perked right up. And that's when I got the shot. Well, it was a short but fun hunt this evening. Came to a piece of public land that had never been to before, but I've been looking at it on OnX, and a couple things struck me about this area. One was that it seemed like a spot that not a lot of people are probably going into. It's just right off the road, but there's no real good access to get back up into these ridges from what I could tell. I could be wrong, there may be some, you know, access to the back side of this that I don't know about, but from what I could see, you have to come in off of the road and cross a creek and then up this really steep bluff here. This big long ridge here, I could tell on the OnX maps when I turned it over to the topo mode that there was a nice flat spot up here that seemed like a likely area where Tom would like to strut, gobble up on this high point, and then it falls off into creek bottom below. So there's a lot of good habitat around. And as I climbed up the back of this ridge this evening, it was everything I was hoping it would be. You know, real good roost trees up here, a lot of big oaks, and there just happened to be this open area right here, which was perfect to where I could get a decoy out, and it worked out. Looking forward to getting back to camp and showing the guys.
Yeah, it's not even mine. It's my dad's. They didn't have to buy it.
Well, here we are back at the Rut Camp in western Wisconsin, enjoying some of the goods of Zach's harvest today.
Tastes good. Tastes like double beard to me.
Got to get up in a few hours, go after some more. Craig rolled one this afternoon or evening, but nothing better than some fresh food at camp.
We're gonna eat some lobster tomorrow.
Yeah. This one tastes like double beard. Greg's is gonna taste like extremely long spur. It's gonna be pretty good. Well, that's 2 down. 2 Wisconsin birds, and dang it, we're having a blast. We're about to go to roost. Greg slid in there with the last minute kill there before the birds went up to roost. It's getting close to the weekend, getting some more people coming into camp. Hayden just got here. All of us are first time Wisconsin license holders, so the tags are really cheap, and once we've filled a tag, we can go buy another one for pretty cheap. I think it's $15. First time out-of-state buyers get a discounted price. Come to Wisconsin and hunt some public land. We're having a blast. I'm sure the pressure's probably gonna rise a little bit over the weekend, but there's tons of turkeys out there. We're gonna head up to roost here, and we'll be back at them again tomorrow.